Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Loan Officer Breakfast Club. Friday, January 30th. It is over. 1 month down in the year 2026. It doesn't matter. We're still going to get started right about. Kristin?
Now.
Good job. Excellent work. You're like a musician, man. You must have been a musician. You had to have been a musician in school and all that. You got that natural sense of timing.
I'm telling you, I wasn't.
Are you a dancer, Kristin? Do you like to dance?
No.
You're not a dancer?
Not well, no.
No?
Right, he danced on top of the lacrosse competition. That is what happened.
That's right.
I don't know.
Do you do the Elaine? You know, the Elaine thing?
Probably. That's probably like a good dance move for me.
You and me both, sister. That is one thing I just cannot do, don't want to do. Dread weddings. The main reason I don't want to go to a wedding is because I'm going to have to stand up there and look like a complete idiot. So, yeah.
Bring that old jaw harp, Frank, and just...
I should do that, Chris. I should do that. Okay.
My gosh.
I'll dance, but I'm going to be tapping my foot and jaw harping out there. I'll try. I got many different keys in jaw harp, so I can figure out the key to the song. I can do that,
See, this surprises me about you because you should have good rhythm from all of the music that you play.
I have excellent rhythm in playing, right? No issue. But like body moving and gyrating to it is not me.
Doesn't translate?
No, yeah. Like me in the guitar player, like a lot of guitar players have to be rock guitar players with all the moves and all that stuff. Not me. I just kind of stand with legs apart like I am the foundation here. I'm the Rock of Gibraltar,
Maybe it's because you use the word gyrate. I don't know. I don't think you're allowed to use that before 9 a.m.
Come on. Gyrate. And of course, we don't want to say that we're going to penetrate the market or anything like that. Yeah, I know that's one of your favorite words as well. Boy, we're going to have a good time today. Hey, before we get started, though, man, it's January 30th, guys. It's January. January's done.
Well, we have one more day. We have today and tomorrow.
True, but, it's done, though. It's like... January's in the books already. Didn't we just get here? It's like, what the heck? Man, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask y'all, how many units this month? Tell us your units this month. How many units did you fund for January? Even if you got one closing today, count it, right? So how many units for the month? For the first month of the year, 2026. Andrew says 3 with a sad face. That's not a sad face. All right. How come the 3s and 4s, they're feeling bad? You know what? Good for you. That's, what do you think about people getting 3 and 4 in, which were a lot of originators be like, oh God, I wish I had 3. They're like, I'm not happy with 3 or 4, but there you go. There you go.
Some of them need to read the book, The Gap and the Gain. Some of them need to read that.
The Gap and the Gain?
Great book. Yeah.
Who's
Have
that
you not
by?
read that book?
No.
What was it?
Oh my gosh, why can't I think of who it's by?
Dan? No.
Is it Dan Sullivan?
No. Look it up. I'll put it in the chat. I'll look it up.
Yeah, Jen will put it in the chat. But the premise of the book, right, is when you're rowing towards, like, if you get in the ocean and you start rowing towards the sunset, and like that's your destination. You want to get to the horizon, right? And you're rowing and rowing and rowing, and you don't feel like you're like, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna stop because I'm not getting any closer.
Yeah.
But then if you turn around and you look behind you to see how far you've come, right? You can't see the beach anymore. And so I think it's really easy to look at like that destination point and be like, I'm not getting anywhere. It's not working. I'm not doing anything. But if you really turn around and look from where did you start? Anyway,
you're neglecting how far
totally
you've come.
watching that as like a good synopsis.
But it's making sense. We get it.
Yeah, it's The Gap and the Gain. And I just think it's a really good
And it is by Dan Sullivan.
Dan Sullivan. Okay, it was by Dan.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, so we've got some goose eggs in there, and like if you goose egged and you're willing to be just transparent and raise your hand real quick, we'd love to chat just about it real quick, and try to help, man. See what's going on. So anybody want to chat about it? Because Nathaniel, what's going on, man? Goose egged?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, goose egg. Hey, this is exciting for me. I've been working real hard. I'm new. This is like I got a license in November. Yeah.
Okay.
I should have one closing next month. I was gonna close mid-February, but they found water damage in the basement. So
Shoot. That's the thing. It's you got to have. That's why we try to build up the pipeline. Because stuff falls out. It's going to fall out. Nobody bats 1,000. Doesn't matter. It does not our fault. It's none of that. It's like there's water in the basement, man. What do you want? I'm not going to do it.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Using me. I mean, that's great. So we got a great deal, and doing everything.
You're on the plan, right? You're on the plan.
He's a member.
Yeah. All right. You with us?
Yeah,
you with us at Animals? Oh, dude, you got it made. Yeah, you're gonna just work the plan, brother. Don't think twice. Just do it. Do it. And you'll be there. It's gonna happen. I'll bet you.
You guys have been amazing too.
Great, man. Yeah, I'll bet you. So you're gonna get a couple in probably next month. Get a couple in. That's February. By March, I'll bet you're at that 4 to 5 range. I would think.
Oh, so.
Just keep working the plan. Yeah, so. But you're new, so yeah. You're a noob.
Yeah. But super brave to put your hand up, Nathaniel.
It was.
That's
Thank
amazing.
you, man. Yeah, thanks.
And,
of course. Thank you, guys. I watch you guys every morning. I've been working the plan. I've been calling. Had a little rough week, but that happens. But, we're going to be okay.
You're going to be awesome. Just keep doing it. Just doesn't matter. And for everybody else who might have had a goose egg or what have you, I mean, same message applies. Work the plan. Work the plan. Head down, eyes forward, work the plan. Just do it. Kristin, that was a good analogy, right? You just keep working the plan, Trust us, man. That gap is happening. You're getting closer and the gain will come. So, but you do have to work the plan. You got to work the plan. That's just it.
And tracking, Frank, it is so hard to look back at the beach and see how far you've come if you don't have your trackers in place and you're not tracking the daily activities so that you can look back and be like, wow, January, I made this many calls, I talked to this many people, I had this many move forward appointments, look at all the momentum I've got. Because we all default to just like, okay, how many deals did I close? But there's so much celebration to be done in the activity of doing the plan and the work of it, because we're in a pipeline business. We don't see the actual fruits of the effort for 90 days, 120 days. So the celebration of the activity, Kristin, I think that was just such a lovely point that you brought up this morning. So make sure you're doing your tracking while you're doing the plan.
Right. That way you can look back and see the progress, Yeah. So good stuff, man.
What does Stephen Carl always say? Focus on the activity, not the results at the beginning when you're trying to get things going.
Exactly.
And that goes right along with tracking, like Chris is saying.
Yeah. And we know that what we're saying is right because we see it. We see the results of everybody every day, all the time. We know what we're saying is right. Be patient, work hard, do the plan, focus, make the calls, right? You do it. It does result in deals getting originated and deals getting funded. End of story. It does. So it's a foolproof plan. We always say it. It only works all the time. It only works all the time. So, all right.
And there's so much positivity and like encouragement in the chat for those of you who might have had like a month you weren't happy with. Just go ahead and read some of the encouraging things that people are saying.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for that. That's awesome. Good stuff.
And big wins in there too. Like
big wins.
9, 11.
Yeah.
The 3s and 4s are a big success. That's that's fantastic.
It is. It's good, man. It's good. And there's more. That can be doubled, tripled, quadrupled. No problem. Just work the plan. Jeff Morgan, we'll hear from you. Then we'll kind of get started. What you got, buddy?
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
So interesting. So, I got licensed back in like July or August or whatever. Started going through this. So kind of newly back in it. But this is the first month that I actually started using the mortgage market animal system the way it's supposed to be. So I got 0, which I figured that's possible. But for me using the system, I'm getting a lot of realtor meetings. I'm starting to get leads starting to come in, a couple applications I'm working on. So I see the progress working. So, and now I'm meeting with Whale Realtors. Had a great meeting yesterday. So I could see it working. So it's just like you're going to plant the seeds now, water them, and then they'll eventually grow. So just encourage some of you guys are newly getting started out there. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Work the plan, right? Work the plan. Yep. You're working the plan and it's producing results. It's being fruitful. Yeah, you just keep going, brother. do this for another 60 days and you'll be up here. It's like, got 6 this month. Yeah, Yeah, and that's like what it's going to be. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's exactly what's going to happen. So good stuff, man. Well, thanks, guys, for being vulnerable and sharing. Greg, go ahead.
If you're getting value from this already, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more loan officers find content that actually makes a difference. And hey, if staying ahead of the market and learning what's really working in our industry matters to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. We read every comment, so drop your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you and know what's working or what you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you here next time.
Y'all got me inspired right now. A couple of these, I hear you guys sharing with the goose eggs, and I remember it can't be 18 months ago that I came in with some goose eggs myself, and just really trusting. Steve says it best, right? Clarity comes through action, and the only thing I want to add is the MMA plan changed my life. Of course, you guys have heard it before, but tracking.
Yeah.
Have to track, because I cannot improve what I don't see. And I was the person who didn't track. I did not track. So please don't make that mistake and take as long as I did to do that.
Hey, Greg. So how do you track? What did you implement to keep track of everything?
So, I mean, I'm following all of the MMA process, right? So calling, who's my top 40, right? Top 40 agents. Also, new agents, I'm calling them 12 times, right, before when I meet them, and I'm tracking this, right? So how many times have I dialed a new agent? Then after my coffee meeting, how many times have I followed up asking for the business? I track my leads.
What I'm asking is, how do you track it? A spreadsheet? Is it the success tracker? Is it
spreadsheets? Yeah. So I have a modified version of the original MMA tracker that I used for a long time.
Yep.
Where I just changed it to sort of automate a few things, but still on Excel.
Yep. So you're just tracking. Make the call, noted. Got a lead, noted. Did the follow up, noted. Right. So now you can go back and look and see what you did. Great stuff.
Exactly. And then I also track, once the leads are in, what happened to them? Who referred them to me? What stage of the process are they in? How many did I close? And I'm at like 24% over the last 2 years in terms of lead to closing ratio. So that's from all the scripting here.
My man.
Wonderful. Great stuff, man.
Track everything.
But it's also from Greg implementing.
Yeah,
that's the key thing. Like, you can listen to all this stuff all morning long, but then if you don't take action, it's not going to do anything. And it's such a good point. We can't manage what we don't measure.
And I will wrap up because I want to hear everyone else, but I was the one calling Meg and Jen and outside of classes and call stars. And I would just say, hey, I need to be pumped up. These calls are feeling so awkward. And I still get call reluctance, but it is just a muscle, that we have to keep working on. So
that's right.
Yeah.
Lean on these people at MMA.
There you go.
Call the office when you're scared to call a realtor. That's what I'll say.
100%.
There you go. Good stuff. Greg, thanks so much. Congrats, too, on all your hard work and everything you've done. I really dig it. All right, well, let's get to Mr. Chris Johnstone. The plot thickens, Chris. It's getting deeper and deeper in the AI world, isn't it?
It most definitely is.
It's not slowing down.
Only getting faster, this AI, this revolution that we're going through. It's pretty interesting to watch.
It is. Do tell. Tell.
Well, we actually had a little success story yesterday that popped up in Breakfast Club. We called an audible. I was going to teach how to do the 9-word text with AI, responding to all of the responses that you get from the 9-word text. So that's what we're going to do at noon today. On our class at noon today, we're going to go through how to launch the 9-word text and then use AI to handle all the responses, but how to get free leads from realtors. We're going to go through that. So I thought that was pretty cool. I know. What? But today we're calling an audible because yesterday somebody came in and said, hey, I started implementing what Chris has been teaching about AI and getting recommended inside ChatGPT, and they got their first referral, their first lead in the door. So that's what we're talking about today. is just the overall concept of the shift that's happening in our society. So basically, we're going to go through like 3 parts, if that's cool. Is that okay, Frank?
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah, that was Sue Moody, I think, wasn't it, Kristin?
Yeah,
Jen?
it was.
Jen? Yeah, it's like, yeah, I got a phone call thanks to ChatGPT. It's like loans in process. Awesome.
Is Sue here?
Yes,
I don't
she
know.
is.
Yeah,
Hey,
I didn't want to mention
there
her
she
name
is.
because I didn't
She
see her in
is.
the. Yeah, Sue, would you mind telling that story again, just super briefly?
Yeah, I first got the alert through Yelp, and
Yep.
so I answered it through Yelp right away. And then when she called me because I said that this is easier to talk via, live and not texting if you have a chance to talk. So she called, and she was specifically looking for a rural development USDA loan. And that's probably like what you had said, Chris. You're seeing a lot of specific loan types that's coming through ChatGPT. And so, yeah, we chatted, and I asked her, I said, did you find me on Yelp? And she said, I actually asked ChatGPT, and it had the link there to Yelp. And that's how I connected to you.
That is
But
amazing.
it said your name, and then it connected, but.
Woo. And more to come. So, Sue, I had a follow-up question for you yesterday, but I didn't want to get too deep into it. So, are you publishing information online about that type of loan? Are you posting about it? Like, tell me a little bit about that loan type specifically in your business.
Well, tell you the truth, I don't do a lot of them.
Perfect.
But I do talk about all the basic loan types, your VA, your FHA. And I believe that I think it was the beginning of the year, there was a blog I did that talked about all those loan types. But I have besides my company, because I'm restricted on what I can do through my company I work with on my landing page, right? That's kind of corporate related. It is what it is.
Normal. Yep.
Yeah. I have another one that is sumoody.blog that I established years ago just to publish a blog. And I've taken that now and I've built it all out. And there's tons of information in there. And I've used tricks from you, I've used tricks from somebody else, and I've just done a lot of back-end CEO and building that out. And also using my ChatGPT to read my blog as well. Like a lot of times I will say, hey, can you go out and look at this site, which is mine, and tell me something or find something. So I'm teaching it to also read my blog.
Amazing, Sue. That is absolutely awesome. And congratulations. And thank you for sharing. And a good borrower that came through.
Yes. Yeah. Great credit. Yeah. I wish they were all like that.
Yeah. Yes.
Nice.
Okay. So point number 1 is that these high quality consumers are changing with our society. So we're going through a fundamental shift as human beings. Like when analog went to digital, the phone book turned into Google, right? For lack of a better phrase, right? We could talk about, Blockbuster had the opportunity to buy Netflix. They didn't. They missed analog to digital. We're going right now through the pivot of going from search to AI assisted. And it's a whole pivot, just like from analog to digital. Now we're going from digital to AI assistance. And it's going to change the way that our customers get information about products and services. And what Sue's done an incredible job of is saying, okay, when somebody is researching a loan type online, they're going to go down a specific path in order to get that information. And AI is so smart and so hungry for information right now, it's scouring all of the resources that it can get its hands on for recent, relevant information about that particular loan type so that it can give reliable information back to the person who's using chat. So the first point is just that people are moving from Google search to chat. I think Everybody here, like show of hands or in the chat, let me know, like chat or Google. Put in the chat whether you're using chat or Google to find your information. Chauncey, chat. Angela, chat. AI search, chat all day. Some boths in there. Chat, 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 chat. Like, this is not a slow pivot. This is happening incredibly fast. So what I did was I found an example that I'm going to show you so that we can talk through it to get everybody around the big idea. So I did a consulting session for an organization yesterday. Frank, can you see my screen okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I thought this was a great example because it's a Canadian product and it's not really relevant or competitive for anybody in the space. Because we know everybody's going after Florida real estate right now. So I didn't want to create
apparently.
competition.
Apparently. Yeah.
Right? So there's these things in Canada called mortgage investment corps. So you can go and you can buy stock in a mortgage investment corp. That mortgage investment corp takes that money, buys real estate with it, manages the real estate, takes the dividends from the return, gives it back to the investors. So I'm on this call with this mortgage investment corp and they're like, hey, we want Chat to recommend us. So they're going after investors to invest in the MIC. So I went into ChatGPT and I said, how do I invest in a MIC? And it spits out all of this stuff. Like, you got to learn what it is. You got to check eligibility. You got to understand the risks. Gives this great synopsis. Well, then the gentleman says to me, well, actually, Chris, in order to directly invest in a MIC, you have to go through an independent financial advisor that's not biased to the organization. And I said, sorry, run that by me again. He's like, well, in all that information that Chat gave you, it didn't mention that you can't just call a MIC and invest in it. You have to call a financial advisor. They have to do due diligence, give you a bunch of recommendations, and then through that, you can invest. Chat doesn't know that. So now all of a sudden, this company has the opportunity to create content inside of ChatGPT and say, hey, Chat, this is what you're saying. This isn't right. Here's all the information. Here's the resources. Here's the government announcement. Here's everything. Let's create a blog post and a social media post and all this content teaching people who are looking to invest in a MIC that this is the process that they have to go through. And so now all of a sudden, this company has the opportunity to be the most authoritative company in the mortgage investment corp space in Canada, and they're going to be the only ones that are doing it. And so when we pivot from thinking about Google to thinking about AI search, Google used to be about, okay, I want to be known as the best rated mortgage lender in my local map placement. And when people search mortgage lender, I want to show up in the map and I want to get those phone calls because they're the highest quality leads. Now, people are going out and looking for specific mortgage products, and it's opened this huge opportunity for us to be the expert in that loan type in your market. So we'll use the example of rural development loans. In your specific city, and even at this point, because there's so little competition doing this, even in your state, you can put together a page on your website where you publish a blog, your Facebook page, all your social media, quick little YouTube video on rural development loans in market, the things you need to know. You go to ChatGPT, put it in learning mode like we've taught here on the Breakfast Club, and you use Chat to create all of that content with you. When it makes mistakes, you tell it, you teach it. You are the one that builds the authority with Chat. Then you take the content and you post it out, and then Chat can say, hey, Chris is an expert in this type of mortgage. I worked with him to create the content, and now I have a place on the internet where I can snip the answers and give it to new people that are searching for that loan type. So, is everybody with me? Am I?
Yeah. So what you're essentially saying, and kind of the lights are coming on for me, even though I've heard you say this, several times. I guess I get it. So what's going on now is, like with YouTube, we always used to say you're one of two things. You're either a content provider or you're a consumer, right?
That's
A
right.
content consumer. So essentially, in sort of the similar fashion with ChatGPT, I can become the content creator inside ChatGPT now instead of just the content consumer.
That's right. That's right. And so every Friday, well, Monday through Thursday, we work the daily success plan. And on Fridays, we work on our business. And it is my belief that everybody here in the community should be picking the most frequently asked questions about a specific loan type and creating content that answers those questions. Send it out in a newsletter to your past customer database and all the realtors that you've got so that they're hearing from you once a week. You're building authority. You're asking for referrals. You're staying at the top of the inbox. We're asking for referrals because that's where the majority of the business comes from. But in creating that content, we've gone to chat. We've gotten it to give us the most frequently asked questions about that loan product. And after we send our email, we say, create a blog post, publish it on the blog. Give me a Facebook post. Post it on Facebook. Go into your local mom group, buy and sell group, whatever it is. Post it inside that group, right? Post it on Instagram. It goes everywhere.
Hey, just as a reminder, if you're enjoying Loan Officer Breakfast Club here on YouTube, you can catch our live shows. The live shows are really cool because there's oftentimes downloads and giveaways. It's really, really fun. To subscribe, you simply go to loanofficerbreakfastclub.com. That's loanofficerbreakfastclub.com. Subscribe and join us on our live shows. They're 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. Hope to see you there.
Then when somebody asks one of those most frequently asked questions about that loan type, you have the most recent, most authoritative content that chat knows came from an expert and can serve up to the person that's searching those questions. And every Friday, we chip away on a different product. So rural development this week, FHA next week, VA the week after that, down payment assistance the week after that, and you just keep going on being the resource to the market and being the resource to chat in teaching it every single week about mortgages. So you're an expert with ChatGPT, so it can feel comfortable recommending you, and you're an expert in the marketplace because you're answering all of the most frequently asked questions with good content. And with the swipe files that we give away, literally you can just copy the prompt, paste it into ChatGPT with a product type on it, and it will guide you through the whole process of getting everything out there. And Frank, I got one other topic here. So we know chat's taken over from search. We know that we want to be market specific and product specific with the content that we create. And number 3 is I don't want everybody to get wrapped up in the whole blogging thing. Because I know people hear blog and they're like, oh no, I need a website. I need all of this stuff. So Sue mentioned that the people that originally called her found her on Yelp. And when you go in your local marketplace and you go to ChatGPT and you say, I'm looking for a mortgage lender in area name, and you do that search on chat, there's this little sources button that shows up at the bottom. And we teach this at noon, and we're going to go through this at noon today, on the class at noon today. You can click there and you can go and see where ChatGPT has visited on the internet in order to decide who the most authoritative mortgage lender is. And we're seeing Yelp, we're seeing Reddit, we're seeing Quora, we're seeing independent third-party websites like the Better Business Bureau, and every market is different. So go do the search in your marketplace, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Those are the places that AI is going to get this content. A blog is important, but it's not nearly as important as you think when you look at where chat is going, because it's using social media and these conversation-based websites a lot more than blogs. Google's still heavily focused on blogs and blog content. Chat is more interested about what people are saying about that particular topic, and that's where you want to be having that conversation, and that's where you want to be posting. So those are our 3 points for our AI discussion this morning. Everybody good?
Yeah, I am. That's awesome. That now the lights just really came on for me, man. I get it. I'm becoming a content creator inside ChatGPT, and I'm sharing that information, of course, on a blog, but also through interactive social sites.
That's right.
That's where I'm sharing that information, and that's what Chat is going to use. And someone was asking in the what's the best place to post this information. So you brought that up. This is like Reddit, right? This is give us a couple more, Chris. Where's the best place to post? Instagram, Reddit, Facebook, right?
Your Google business profile is still super important.
Okay.
Bing. Y'all, you
Ironically,
have
Bing.
You have Bing profiles. So get on to Bing, dust that thing off, find your Bing business profile and post there. It actually, Chat will tell you, it actually pulls a lot of information from the Bing engine, doesn't play well with the old G over on the other side.
Sure.
They're two different pathways, right? There is a little bit of friction there. And so you want to be publishing on your Bing business profile. And social is super important on your own profile, but find the community in your local marketplace that is the biggest buy and sell, that is the biggest community where people are asking, hey, does anybody have a good real estate agent? Hey, does anybody know a good mortgage professional? Hey, does anybody insert in the thousands of other questions that happen in a local community inside that Facebook group? Don't just start posting your blog content. Go in, join the group, see if you know any of the moderators or the people that own that group, right? And then start answering people's questions. You got to get yourself pinged in that group 10 times by like answering questions or adding to a conversation, or does anybody know a good insert in? Send one of your referral partners or a business that you like. And then once you're kind of known and seen within the community, then you can be like, oh, hey, I'm in the mortgage business. I see these questions from first-time homebuyers all the time. I know there's some first-time homebuyers in the group and thought this might be helpful. Insert in blog. And then every Friday you're going into the group and you're just, hey, saw people might have these questions and you post them. The AI can see those conversations happening in that local group and see that you are becoming the authority in the group for mortgages, and that transfers over to authority within AI. So Frank, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't tell everybody, like, our team can do this for you. So we have a product where we will actually we work to get you recommended by Chat. We create your content, we post it for you. We do the whole thing for you. We run the CRM, we do everything for you. And so there's a link where you can go and you can book a chat with our team. And just like they'll talk to you about the whole thing and see whether it's a good fit for you. So the link for that is loaireferrals.com. So if you want to talk to our team about having us do this for you, it's loaireferrals.com. And then every Friday at noon, I teach class. I think calling it a class is like super generous. It's more like we have a couple hundred loan officers that get together at noon Eastern on Fridays. I share my screen and we pick this stuff apart. And people like, it's open mic. So like, we're all just there as a mastermind community and people are like, whoa, Chris, what was that? And we'll go and we'll figure that out. And so it's a place for our community to come together and like poke the tech, break the stuff, show everybody how to fix it. But at the end of every episode or at the end of every week, the goal is to have everybody walk away with like one little piece of technology figured out, one little aha moment that's helped grow their business moving forward. So we do that at noon every Friday after Breakfast Club.
Wonderful. Yeah. All right. So if you want help from Chris's team to get these referrals flowing, it's LOAI referrals, plural, right? LOAI referrals.com. And join the class today, LOAIclass.com. And every Friday. So killer stuff, man. Thanks, Chris.
Oh, right on. Sarah, thank you for the comment. If you haven't been to Chris's class, go. It'll change your business. No promises. No promises. Results not typical, but we'll drink coffee and we'll laugh a little bit. So
no, it's good results. It's good results. Awesome stuff, man. Great stuff. Chris, thanks so much, man. It's so great to have you here on Fridays. Love it. Love this day. It's amazing. So good stuff. All righty, guys. Well, I guess we could get on out of here and hit the weekend and come back on Monday and see how things went. What do you think?
Wait. Frank, you're being so humble as always. Like your podcast was listed in one of the top 10 most influential podcasts in the mortgage industry by Housing Wire yesterday, brother.
And ironically, so was yours. What a trick.
Oh, please. Yeah, it's yours is like professional. You've got a set and everything. I'm a guy in a chair with like, sometimes I'm well lit, but content's good.
No, it's all good stuff. That was kind of cool to hear that from Owen yesterday about all that. So you, me, Carl, and Steve, we comprise 40% of the top 10 list in the top loan officer podcast by Housing Wire. Pretty neat. Yeah, pretty neat. Yeah, I'm looking for my bonus. I don't know when I'm going to get it or if I'm going to get one. So anyways, hey, man, let's get out of here. Chris, always a pleasure, man. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for joining us today. Be here on Monday. And we'll do it all over again. It'll be February when we get here.
We got Jim Reed on Monday.
Jimmy Reed. Don't miss that.
Monday. We don't want to miss that. Yeah. Thanks for coming, everybody. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Adios.